Greetings and welcome back to Kindred Groups, an experiment in resurrection life from St. Andrew's Presbyterian Church. Today we will consider the Gospel account according to Matthew. Depending on who you ask, this account was likely written near the end of the 1st century CE, after the destruction of Jerusalem and potentially during renewed Christian persecution by Caesar Domitian. A major distinction of this account is the inclusion of temple guards sent by the chief priests and Pharisees, and authorized by Pontius Pilate. In the passage immediately before our reading, these religious and political elites send guards to the tomb and have it sealed out of fear that the disciples would steal Jesus' body and then claim that he rose from the dead. After his resurrection, we will read about their conspiracy to control the narrative. One of the meta themes for this learning lab is that of truth, how we respond to it, how it interacts with facts and faith. Today we consider how the manipulation of truth can be a tool used to structure power. We are surrounded by webs of power all the time. Those who have power and authority over us, and those who we have power and authority over, both directly and indirectly. We are also surrounded by information. In fact, more information than anyone has ever had in the history of life on this planet. Buckminster Fuller suggested in his book Knowledge Doubling Curve that the rate of human knowledge doubling was getting shorter. In 1900, human knowledge was doubling approximately every 100 years. In 1945, the rate was every 25 years. In 1982, when he wrote the book, the rate was a stunning 13 months. The entirety of human knowledge doubling every year and a month. Recently, Ray Kurzweil estimated that the current rate is about 12 hours. Yes, that means that the human race has generated about twice as much information than we had when we got up this morning. Yet with all this information, it seems that truth, real truth, it's hard to come by. When we consider the liberating truth of the gospel, it is one that can be as much a threat to the status quo today as it was in Jesus' day. It threatens to upend the structures of power that enrich some by oppressing others. It causes us to consider our own privilege and use the gifts we have been given for the liberation of ourselves and others. It calls us into deep solidarity with our human and non-human siblings, knowing that none of us are truly free until all of us are. Today's mindfulness experiment is Lectio Divina, hearing the Great Commission as various believers throughout time. We will discuss the danger of the gospel message of resurrection to those in power in Jesus' day, and how their manipulation of truth is similar to the manipulation of truth today. Your real-world experiment will be to consider your personal sources of information and truth, and how they are being used to structure power, and who benefits from that structuring. So, let's get into the world-changing, life-changing good news of resurrection.